Welcome back, Mooncube Media, video number 2. Oh yeah! Okay, so we're going to talk video games. I want to start with a little brief history again, but it's different this time. It's not the same thing, I promise. So I just wanted to talk about what systems I had growing up. Started with the Commodore 64, had the tape deck, only a few games worked, later got an upgrade, but then we got the NES in about 85-ish. Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, Kung Fu. Oh man, that was awesome. And then we got an upgrade to the Commodore 64. We got a disk drive and a monitor and the white version keyboard, and a hell of a lot of games on that. So yeah, full Commodore 64 nuts. And NES getting more games. Then came the Game Boy, am I right? And that was a big one. Ended up getting a Game Boy each, my brother and I. And then the Super Nintendo, oh my god, that was a killer. Super Mario World F-Zero, Super Metroid Secret of Mana, Super Smash TV. Did I say F-Zero? Super Mario All-Stars. Oh man, one of my favorite systems, easily. Okay, then got PlayStation 1. That was epic. I remember my friend got one. He brought it to my house, and he showed me the demo disc with the dinosaur where you could control it and open its mouth and move the camera, and I was just like, holy hell. And went and got one the next day, and I believe I don't think I even got a game. I just knew it had that demo disc in it. And then pretty quickly I got Tekken, and then there was a demo disc with Crash Bandicoot, and I was like, wow. I remember seeing that water, and it was just like, oh my gosh, this is next level shit. Wipeout 2097, Resident Evil 2, which is one of my favorite games ever. And then the GameCube. I might be missing this. And 64. Mario Kart 64 was a big one in our house. 3 players. We'd just play the same group of tracks. Well, yeah, all through the tracks except for Rainbow Road, because it just took too long. Yeah. And then, what else? Ocarina of Time. Oh my god. That blew my brains apart. N64. It's all about Ocarina. Not really. I'm sure there are other titles that I liked, but yeah. Okay, and then, as I said in the previous video, I slowed down around this time. We got a GameCube and liked that, but after that I kind of fizzled out for quite a while. Anyway, so now I'm back. So I'm going to talk about some games that I played, getting back into the Xbox or getting an Xbox and kind of reigniting my passion for games. So I want to start talking about a game called, this is a bit of a different one, The Video Kid. So I got this a bit later on in the journey, but I wanted to talk about it. I mean, the obvious thing to mention is Paperboy. Okay, so if you haven't played Paperboy, Paperboy was a big game in the 80s. We had it on Commodore 64. Don't think it's the best version of it. Maybe the arcade was the best version of it. You're a kid delivering newspapers. You're riding a bike through this town. It's kind of this isometric 3D view, and you're going down the one thing. one road and it expands into other levels. On the Commodore 64, I played a hell of a lot of it. I don't think I ever got past the first level. I know the first level turns into this kind of, at the end you're in a park and it's like an obstacle course or something. I don't think I ever passed it. I don't know, maybe I did. But I did play it a lot. So Video Kid, another thing to mention is the 80s theme. That's really cool. You kind of like a Marty McFly character going after his girlfriend Jessica. You have to get to the end. So they haven't used Jennifer, it's Jessica. And all through it's just 80s references. You've got Lethal Weapon, you've got Ghostbusters, you've got Paddington Bear, you got who else? You see DeLorean at one stage, He-Man, Doctor Who. Oh man, and it's all the way through it from the beginning. Like it starts off, you see the videotapes and it says RoboCop, and you know, it's just the Back to the Future vibe, and so that's really cool. And so there's the visual 80s references, but there's also the audio of what they say, or the sounds and stuff like that. Ninja Turtles are there. So what can I say else about it? So it's a really arcade style game. It's the kind of game that you would have played in the arcade, I guess. Yeah, like Paperboy. And it's that kind of, it has that challenge level that you need to continually play it and get better and better and better at it. And I completed it. It took quite a while, but boy was it satisfying finally. Because I won't go into detail, but you kind of, because it takes a fair while for you to get to the end, or for me it did. And then you kind of have to learn that last section once you're there. So you kind of, how can I say, like, so you just say the first, you've learnt the first half of it and you're skilled at that. And then the last half, then you kind of have to learn the last second quarter of it, and you're getting better at that, and you're getting better at that, you're getting better at that. But each time you're playing it from the very beginning. You can only get hit once, that's another big thing. So one hit, you're dead and starting from the beginning, so that's another part of the challenge. But yeah, so once you get to that end section, and you're kind of learning it, and then you're getting closer and closer to the end, and you're learning that last part. Wow, yeah, so great little arcade style game, flashback to the 80s, lots of fun, well worth a try. So next one I want to talk about is Children of Morta. So let's have a look here. So I've got the Xbox version and Nintendo Switch. It's on PS4 as well. I've also got the soundtrack on vinyl. I was going to pull that down, but I won't. So let's talk about it. This game, what can I say, man? It's, so you're this family of kind of warriors. You know, one's a swordsman, one's got an axe, bow and arrow, one's kind of like full ninja, and you own, it's kind of like you live in this big tree in this kind of mountainy kind of area, and the underground world has kind of been taken over by some kind of force, dark force, and you kind of go down into the caverns and try and beat it. And so it's definitely a game that you skill up in, and you go and you just play and play and play. and level up. So you start quite weak and quite slow, and you don't have much skills or secondary powers. But the more you play it, the stronger you get, the more skills you get, the more spells you get. Freaky good game. Love the art style, love the pixelated graphics, and it's like a fantasy, Lord of the Ringsy kind of medieval-ish kind of vibe. I can't really, it's hard to say. There might be a genre that's kind of like says it in one word, but like cyberpunk, you know what cyberpunk is. There may be a word, I haven't got it, so maybe in the comments if you know it, tell me please. I want to say gothic, but it's not gothic. Now I've never played it as a multiplayer. I think it would really benefit having two other players or something and building each character up. I think you'd progress in the game a lot easier. I've just always played it on my own, and I think I've made it through the first 3 chapters, and I don't think I can beat the 3rd boss. I haven't really, I think I've tried it a couple of times, but then I thought I need to just go back and, skill up some more. And so I've kind of really slowly played this game, but I do keep going back to it and keep enjoying it. And there's things happen throughout the levels so you'll play the same level, but different things will happen each time, and there'll be like these special little side stories, and it's like, wow, and they're quite some can be quite emotional and kind of get you right in the feels. And going back to the house is where you go after each time you die, and that's where you can, because you collect gold throughout each level. Each time you kill people, you get gold, and you can find it in chests and stuff, and you can use that to power up and skill up. And you can skill up your knowledge. There's a library in your house, and different things can happen. Like when I was filming the footage or getting the footage for this, I went back to the house and a little side thing happened up at the tree near the house, and I was like, that hadn't happened before. And you've got this narration. He sounds like the guy who narrates 300, that film. So yeah, it's all really well done. The music, so I've bought the soundtrack. The music is brilliant, and the music in the house, and it's just so, I don't know, welcoming, and I'll just leave it on and let it play in the background. So yeah, it's on Xbox. The little screenshots are quite dark. Managed to find it on Switch, brand new in the wrapper. Okay, so yeah, highly recommend that game. So the last game I want to talk about is Etherborn. This is the Nintendo Switch version. I know it's on PS4 as a physical. I think it's on Xbox as a digital. So it's a puzzle style game, adventure game. You go up this tree, and that's where the levels are based on, and you progress through the tree as the game progresses. And the tree will kind of twist and turn, and similar to the levels. So the levels are never kind of straightforward. It's never up is up, down is down, left is right, left is left, right is right. So you'll kind of go up a wall, and you'll have to find the right way to get to the next part of it. So if there's nothing blocking you, just say you walk up a wall and go over the edge. If there's nothing to stop you, you'll just fall into nothingness and die. So you need to kind of find the right way to get to the next kind of platform, which may be, so you go from a wall to a floor and then up onto the roof, and find the right way to open a bridge or a platform that will rise. And the levels are, I think there's 5 main levels or 4 main levels, but the levels are huge and they all feel different. Like, I remember thinking back to this game and I was like, what was that game with the cubes and the jumping and they all opened up, and I was like, it can't be Etherborn. Etherborn's too organic, but there's quite, futuristic kind of hard surface elements to it as well, and it's this kind of cosmic, spacey, sci-fi, futuristic, ethereal world with really nice atmospheres, really great lighting, like the sun in the background, or the fog and the mist, and just the way the trees and the bushes and the light off that. It all looks fantastic, and it's a great world to jump into and just explore. The puzzles got me going. I had to really use my brain and just find my way through, and it was really satisfying getting to the next parts. And I really make an effort with games not to jump on the computer and find out what the next part is. With my limited time though, sometimes there'll be games like the Resident Evil 4 remake where it's just like, stuff it, I don't have much time to play this. The kids are in bed. If I get stuck, I'm just gonna look on YouTube, and because I just want to, I don't want to just sit there for ages wasting my time, where it's probably just an easy solution and I'm just tired and I can't figure it out. So, but yeah, there's something satisfying about just figuring it out, even if it takes you an hour or however long. Or even sometimes you just turn it off and give it a break and then come back to it and it's like, there it is, that's the thing. But I highly recommend this beautiful, beautiful game. If you're a physical collector, grab it. I saw one on eBay. There's a copy in Australian dollars, 50 Australian dollars, brand new sealed Nintendo Switch. And I nearly bought it, even though I have it. It was just like, I was just like, that is cheap, or cheap for a good game like this. I'd buy it just on principle. It's just like, that deserves to be purchased, but I don't have that much money. But I may buy it. No, I'd like to get a PS4 copy just to have the physical version, and I don't even have a PS4. That's how good it is. Okay, so I'd like to really thank you for watching this video number 2, and hopefully I keep getting inspired and I'll make a 3rd one and a 4th one and a 5th one. Go nuts with it, man. Okay, but yeah, thank you for coming along. I'm a tired dad, so bear with me. And I've got a cold at the moment, but yeah. So thank you. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever. And yeah, catch you later. Bye-bye.